I would like to give a special nail addict shout out to Jamila Baker, April Shorty, Tracy's Nail World, and Omnia's Wish for being the first four to comment on my last video. Thank you ladies so much, and I just want to let you know that I do appreciate you so much. Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So for the set today, I'm using these XXL nail tips I got off Amazon. I'll have them linked down below, but they're some okay tips, I would say, I guess, but they do the trick. So for today's set, I'm recreating one of my older sets, like my third video I made here on YouTube, and I'm using these Macart Polygels Rebirth, Wings, Morpho, and Chat Up from their Mariposa Mayhem collection. It was such a beautiful, shimmery, glittery collection. I absolutely loved it. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So to start, I'm taking Rebirth, and I'm going to start where the tip and the natural nail meet and bring that all the way down to the free edge to start my first bead. So typically when I do my polygel overlay methods, I always do a 2-bead method. But for this one, it's actually going to be an ombre. So it's still the 2-bead method, but with 2 different colors. So works the same. I do my technique the same every time, and I always get pretty okay nails. So I'm taking the polygel brush and some slip solution, and I'm using 91% alcohol, and I'm just patting the polygel into place. So what I like to do is, first I like to make sure that all of the polygel is touching the sides of the nail, so it's completely covering the nail in whole. Once I see that all the sides have just a bit of polygel on them, I go ahead and start to smooth everything out. So the great thing about polygel is you have ample time to work with it. So I know I say this all the time, but I'm saying this for those beginners that are like thinking about it but are not sure. I'm telling you right now, this is such a beginner friendly go-to for like a nail at home that replicates a acrylic nail. So it's essentially, to me, it's the same. It's just in a different form because of course you do have to cure it. But for me, essentially, polygel is just another form of acrylic, but it's just so refreshing to use. I cannot describe the feeling, and this is me honestly speaking, that I get when I do work with polygels, especially colored polygels. It's really, really fun. But yeah, you have a lot of time just to shape this nail, smooth it as much as you possibly can. Make sure your side walls are nice and straight so that when you do go in to start filing, shaping, and buffing your nails, you don't have like a lot of lumps and bumps to go over. So the key is you're going to turn that nail to the side. You're going to look at all angles just to see if it's smooth enough to your liking, and then you give that a 30-second cure. So I'm moving over to my middle finger, and I'm using Wings, which is like a, oh, y'all know I love this color. It's like a greenish bluish shade. So freaking cute. But I'm just doing the same technique, patting it all over the nail. Then I'm going in and smoothing everything out, making sure those side walls are nice and straight. And for this, depending what type of polygel you have, you can do multiple nails because Macart's polygel consistency is nice and thick to the point where it just stays wherever you put it. So I love using their polygel, even though they don't sell it anymore. I love being able to go to Amazon and different places and find the Macart polygels and use them because they are a wonder to work with. And so like I'm able to do more than one nail. So for my first beads on all my ombres, I was able to do them, you know, nail by nail, and then I would go in and give it a 30-second cure. And I just love that. Now, if I get a good polygel like that, it's a plus for me because I do like to do multiple nails before going into the lamp, because that's the only downside I would say for polygel to me. My personal opinion, and I've always felt like this, is that there's a lot of in and out of the lamp. So you want to like put sunscreens on, things that protect your skin, especially me being that I do videos very, very often. Yeah, I just don't want anything going on. But that's the only downside I would say about polygel. But when you get a polygel with a consistency like this, it's just nice to work with and you're able to do multiple nails and it just makes it so much better. So now on the ring finger, I did apply Morpho. So this is like the most pigmented of them because the rest of them are a little bit translucent, which isn't bad, and I could actually build it up. I could put like another small bead over it and kind of get that to be opaque, but I like the look that it was giving, so I left it as is. But I love this purple. It's just, like I said, really pigmented, very nice. Like, this camera don't never do these nails justice. They look so much better in person, but these polygels were absolutely gorgeous. I was so in love with this collection. This was around the time when they used to bring out like themed sets, and man, I was getting every single set that they possibly brought out. It was crazy. But now I'm going in on my pinky, and I'm starting with Rebirth, and I am going to pat the speed into place and blend it back. So for this one, I plan on using all 4 of the polygels on this one to make like a 4-way ombre with this nail. And when I did it in my previous set, my older set from about 2 years ago, I used a very shorter nail. I'm doing the same exact design, it's just on an XXL. And I can tell you right now, just the nail length alone makes this design look so much better, because when I did this on my pinky and thumb on my first video, you couldn't really see the blend. Like, the colors are all so shimmery and shiny that they were just like meshing into each other. Even though everything was fully cured before the next speed, for some reason it just looked like, you know, a really pretty nail, but like a overall same nail type of situation. So it was just really refreshing to see this recreated on a longer nail. Now that I am into longer nails, it just is so refreshing to see this design, because once over, there's so much more you can do with the set when it's longer. You know what I'm saying? When it's shorter, you're kind of limited to what you do. And I put a lot in that nail set. So I'm going to put the picture up of the set that I did that I'm actually recreating today. But y'all, just looking back at that, I have so much growth. It's crazy. The growth, it just motivates you to keep going, because it's like, dang, this where you was and this where you at now. Like, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. So I did cure the first bead of Rebirth on the pinky and the thumb, and now I'm going in with Wings, doing the same thing. I'm going to go in with Wings, then I'm going to go in with Morpho, in that order on both the pinky and the thumb. And I'll let you watch a little bit of the application. So now I'm going in with the 4th shade Chat Up, and I'm just doing that at the cuticle of all 5 of the nails. So this will play as like the nail base of the ombre, and I feel like this color would be nice here just because it's like a very soft like pink, but it also gives off a nude glare to it as well, and then the shimmers just top it off. Like, this was, again, such a gorgeous collection. Such a gorgeous collection. Like, I was like head over heels for this one. But back at that time, I used to just buy a lot of stuff to like do product reviews on, like stuff that I see other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, maybe getting as PR. I would buy for myself so that I was able to have content to show that people were interested in actually seeing. And y'all, it worked, but it didn't work, you know? So everyone's, journey is a little bit different, but I see here this year, I feel the love. I feel like we may get somewhere. We may get somewhere. And I'm just really grateful for anyone that really does take their time to watch my videos. Like you really don't know how much that means to me. It means a lot. And then for those of you that actually enjoy my content, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't have words for it, but I do definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all. I see y'all. I thank y'all so, so much. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my normal. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And as always, and I know I just said it, but again, thank you so much to anyone that does take their time to watch my videos. I appreciate you and I see you, and I'm just really blessed and grateful to be able to do this. I enjoy this so much. And for those of you that actually support me, I just really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family. And I do thank you so much for deciding to join me on my nail journey. It just means the absolute world to me. And if you're subscribed to my channel, I love you so, so much. And I'm so very thankful and grateful for your continued love and support. And this is what the nails look like right after just application. Real nice. So now I'm going in with these butterfly glitters that I also got from the Mariposa Mayhem like decor kit. So it came with all of these butterfly glitters, so like different pots of them. And then it came with like some 3D butterflies as well. And that's pretty much what I used in the last set that I actually did before. So what I'm doing now is I'm going in with this 8-in-1 glue from Born Pretty. And I'm just going to apply them. So each nail I'm going to do something a little different with the actual butterflies. But I am just placing the glitter butterflies onto that wet base gel and like placing them how I want. And once it gets exactly how I do want it, I give that a 30-second cure. So on the previous nail set, I did like a glob of butterflies at like the free edge or the cuticle of each nail and encapsulated them. But at this time, because I have a longer nail, I would like them to like be flowing or flying. So I'm doing different things to where it kind of looks like they're like flying one after another. And I really, really liked how this concept came out with the butterflies, because typically we get the butterflies and we just kind of just, you know, place them on the nail randomly. Of course, there are, you know, times where we want to do them like so, but I felt like this time I kind of wanted to do like a little design on each nail with the butterflies. So that's basically what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna speed it up a bit because I don't want to, you know, hold anyone up, but I'll let you watch me apply the glitters to my nails. So once I got that applied, I'm now applying some, butterfly stickers that also came with the same set of polygel. Like it was a whole collection with stickers, a decor kit, and then the polygel kit. So I'm using those stickers and I'm just placing them randomly in between the glitter butterflies on the nail. And I'll be able to move on to the next step after. I didn't show all of the sticker application because I was really out of frame. I gotta figure out something with my camera. Like, it was once upon a time when I didn't know what I was doing with nails. My videos used to always come out so perfect, always in frame, perfect lighting. And now, like, I feel like my videos are all over the place, but I'll get it together. Now I'm taking 7-ounce clear polygel and I am encapsulating the nails. I really don't care for encapsulation. I feel like it just makes my nails bulkier than I would like. And these nails with the length can be pretty heavy. So encapsulation is a really beautiful design, but for me to actually wear, I don't like encapsulated nails. And it's very time consuming. So I just did all of that work. And now I have to take the clear polygel and go over all of those glitters and stickers to make sure that everything stays into place and we can get the nail file shaped and buffed very nicely. I'm only going to show the one nail. So I'm doing a 2-bead method. I already did the first bead, applied it, smoothed it, cured it for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in with that second bead, and you're basically just doing the same thing, but you're also making sure that you are covering each glitter, each sticker to the point that it's not able to get filed off. Once I get this blended out correctly, I'm going to go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds in my lamp. So I decided to keep one nail in for the filing. So I'm taking my Air-C nail drill, or an e-file, excuse me, and I am going around the cuticle to make that nice and flushed. And now I'm just going up and down on the nail to remove any lumps or bumps that may be there on the surface of the nail. So typically I like to go up and down all the way down this nail, and then I'll come back in and go side to side, and that just helps to smooth and even everything out if you use that technique. I was kind of all over the place because also as I'm doing this, I am looking at the sides and making sure that I am getting out any lumps, humps, or bumps that may be there. Now, with me doing overlays like this and having to do a lot of filing, I get really nervous of them actually popping off. And y'all will see for this one, it definitely popped off. And I kept filing because essentially I'm just gonna glue it on off camera, but I'm just showing if this was a nail that I prepped properly and wanted to keep on, this is my typical routine. So now I'm going in. You saw me going on the sidewalls to try to straighten it, and it came off. So I'm just continuing to file as I normally would off camera. Excuse me, not off camera, but like off the nail, because essentially it still needs to be filed. But I would go in with my hand file and kind of just crispen everything up that way and smooth everything out, turning it all sides, making sure there's no lumps and bumps. And at this point that it came off like that, it's basically just a polygel press on, is what I look at it as. But once I get it filed up enough, I'm gonna go in with a mini buffer and just buff the nail, which also smooths everything out as well. And I do the rest off camera. So this is what they look like after being filed, shaped, and buffed. pretty darn good, if I must say so myself. So now I'm going in with my Macart rhinestone glue, and I'm going to take some of those 3D butterflies and apply them on the nails. So I definitely knew I wanted one in the middle of the butterflies on the middle finger that I had like going in a circle. So they'll basically be circling that 3D butterfly. And then I did give that a 30-second cure. And then on the ring finger, I decided to add 3 more just for a bit of pop. I really like the design of those 3D butterflies. They're very, very pretty. So I did decide to add 3 more to this nail and give it a 30-second cure. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm only going to show the index, and I'll top coat the rest off camera because I was debating where I wanted to add rhinestones, but I didn't want the video super long. So I applied a top coat to the index, kept it wet, and I am applying a cuticle cuff on this finger here. Again, I do the rest off camera, but I do apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here is the finished set. I love all of the colors. This is like a butterfly mashup, a butterfly fest. Like, I love everything butterflies, so this now definitely was one for the liking for me. But comment down below and let me know what you think of this set. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would join the family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for being here today. And remember to be the very best you that you can be. And much love to all.